Okay, hello, Sawadee Kap, everybody. Another hot one here at Walailak, beautiful Walailak University. Hopefully have students join me today. Emailed Solgen twice, everyone in Solgen, to say that it's been bad communication by Solgen with the university from recruitment through university through while this first month. To say it's bad would be a compliment. Hopefully they did their job today. I don't even know. That's the English department. They're the English department. I don't know what's going on because there's been more confusion from everyone has been complaining on the internet, online. No one, I can't, you can't read line. It's just complaint after complaint, mass confusion. The poor Anjan, the poor younger Anjan, they spend more time staring at line than actually educating. So it's clearly something is wrong. Hopefully Solgen straightens out this ship, because the good dean would like the students, and I don't blame him, right, is to be educated in international English and be at a B1 level at the end of the year. It's just impossible if the mass confusion that Solgen has been providing. I don't even know is it Junifer, this guy Junifer? I've only met him once in 6 months of recruitment. I've only seen, and it was in driving in a car I think, is this man? I don't even know. At this point, I'm not a fan of any office hours at all. There doesn't need to be for teachers, but maybe a live in-person meeting once a week, because it's just, no one knows what's going on. No one knows anything. There should be no reason why we shouldn't be able to use our own Zoom. If this is the platform that the university uses, why can't we use it? Because I've been booted twice because of reinstallation. And then it kills my time, my preparation time, to then wait for this person, whoever. Yes, we've got a student. That's wonderful. So hopefully it's a student. Excellent. So yes, hello, Sawadee Kap, wonderful. So they got the message, right? From my email. Hello. Yes, hello, how are you? Good.
I'm good.
Good. Okay, great. You got the email. That's wonderful. So I think I'm going to go through quickly. Hopefully all of your great classmates have got the email as well, because there was mass problems with the university or whoever, our Solgen tried to configure everybody, all the online classes within 2 or 3 emails, which was craziness. So I think we teachers should just provide our own platform for the sessions, right? So, okay, we've got 4 more minutes. I think I'm going to review the book. Hopefully we have more students, because I'd actually like to educate for once rather than just to troubleshoot is all we've been doing really for the first month. There's been no processing. So I'm going to review and, in my opinion, critique the books. Again, no offense to actually the people who cut and paste from the internet for these things, but they're not the best. So again, this is Cliff Tom. This is Friday, July 14th. Wonderful, great. Some more students. You guys got all my emails. Great. Your English is better than Solgen. So that's wonderful. So wonderful. At least you read the entire email. Excellent. Sawadee Kap. Welcome, everybody. Welcome. So hopefully again, it's 26 students. So it's a lot of students for practicum, for practice classes, where you actually participate. And I understand the level. I love language. I've been teaching language. I've been a language student my entire life. So it's rather intimidating to, let me see what my system has in store for me here. Software update. I'll do that later. Yes, excellent. And apologies if Solgen actually, whatever they did to communicate with you, then kudos to them. If I was a wagering man, which I am, I would say that maybe my email got to you. So I've changed my email, and that was another issue too, that we needed a dedicated Gmail account to really effectively teach. The classrooms are wonderful. You guys are wonderful. It's just, again, Solgen, misleading recruitment. The list goes on and on. But let's get over that. So, all right, Cliff Tom, it's July 14th, and I'm with the good, yes, Gen 64, 124 students. The 124 book, welcome everybody. I'm going to, I don't know why the admission, I'm going to have to change that after our session. We will do a practicum. We will do a typing exercise for everybody. But we not speaking, depending on how many people we have. I still want to use this time for academic English writing. So as I've also said, go ahead and subscribe to my YouTube, because you will get these videos and more from me throughout, and you get to actually see how you progress. So it's very important in today's day and age to effectively speak, I would think, in any language, communicate in that language, as well as to type text or write in that language. And as I've been professing, you want to start at the top. You don't want to start at the bottom learning it. The analogy that I used yesterday would be, if you're an athlete training for the Olympics, do you train with kindergarten 3-year-olds? No, you want to train with the best. I'm not saying I'm the best, but I'm definitely, I would call myself an expert in English at this point in my life. So you want to learn from the best, and you want to be able to type English efficiently and effectively. And then you can, we say, dumb it down, right? Then you can do LOLs, and you can jump on the internet, but you want to be able to truly and effectively communicate at a top level in any language, right? And then be able to jump down from that point. Okay, great. So we've got 5 students. That's wonderful. That's wonderful. So, but I'm still going to, as it is now the hour mark, I'm going to jump into I'm going to jump into my critiques of these books here. Okay, so we'll just do it from order. I'm not sure what assessment was given. I know if you had passed IELTS that you would bypass. Some students would be able to bypass this class. And again, my heart goes out to many of you, right? During the virus years, there was just chaos. It's been chaos. It's still relative chaos, right? Coming out of the virus, coming out of COVID. So yeah, your international English skills are limited, and there's just not enough practice, right? We don't live in Bangkok. We don't live in New York City. We don't live in a big city, London, right? That you can practice international English. I hope to study some Thai, but my language learning program does not have Thai, so I'm sad about that, but that's all right. Okay, this is our book, and this is the wonderful dean. All right, great, more students, excellent. And again, Solgen, apologies if you did effectively. I'm going to say you probably didn't. That you effectively disseminated and transmitted this class or my Zoom ID. I think my good students figured it out here. All right, let me pull this back down. I liked it on the sidebar here. Okay, so this is not yours, not your class, right? So, or you guys are 124, right? Let me just verify that again, right? So we teachers are teaching either 121 or 124. You guys are 124. So your English level that you've been assessed at should have been a little bit higher, right? Great, right? You always want to be better at a skill. So let's jump into, there's our handsome dean, right? I believe. And then, so I like this book better because at least they have stories that are obviously, right, cut and pasted from the internet. That's not a problem though. You know, and again, everyone has their own licensing laws. I don't know, you're right. To create your own story, that's a little bit too much, I guess, right? But it's all on the internet, right? So these stories, and they do note that within the text, right? So these are good. This is good because, as I've been professing, and again, I'm not trying to shame or chastise any of my fellow teachers, but I question the term lecturer when I first arrived, right? And I think Anjan means teacher, not lecturer. To lecture means to actually just talk, which does no good for applicable courses. Hello, Sawadee Kap. Hello, everybody. Yes, excuse me, I'm going to be talking more, especially the first 15 minutes. So I'm reviewing our texts, and then we will move on into hopefully some more writing, right? Some academic writing. So I walk by some of my fellow English teachers, right? And they're just talking. So I don't understand. We could be doing this. You could just do a video. You don't even need this. I could just talk into the recording, and you could just watch this at your leisure, which would be better for you, right? So that you don't have to sign in at a particular time. So for many courses nowadays, especially with the internet, there's so many wonderful tools that you can learn for free, learn English, right? For free everywhere on the internet, that it's just reading, right? Internet articles, if you'd like. And you are all good, you know your ABCs, you guys are good readers at this point, being 124 students. So then what's the point? Why have a university? Why have a campus if the teachers aren't going to facilitate or aren't going to compel you, motivate you to practice, right, what you are learning? Maybe they do that with tests, but these tests are very rote, like very easy, like there's no thinking involved, right? So yeah, so that's issue number one. And then the second one is the next book that I'll review. But this one is decent because, right, we are able to read. There we go. I'll move that over. You are able to read the story, right, and glean the information. Okay. So this is a little bit more advanced, right? I would think so. And this is good, right? They do well, this is basically wrote yes or no, ABC answers, right? In today's day and age, you want critical thinking, which I said yesterday as well. Welcome. Yes, let me move that down. Hello, everybody. Jirapon. Yes. So you want critical thinking in everything you do. You want to be able to assess the situation. This has been going on forever, right? Why go on to university if not to elevate your way of thinking, to help your life and to help those around you, right? So to not have critical thinking books or text, or however we want to call this digital display that we're looking at right now, does nothing for you, the good student, does absolutely nothing, right? We should be, as teachers, we should provide you the knowledge as experts, as hopefully experts in our field, the knowledge for you to make your own decision, the best decision, analyze the situation, make the best decision, and commit to it and give a rationale as to why you're doing it. Okay. So the lark, right? Reading the lark, this is good. Some very monosyllabic, right? One syllable words. A lark made her nest. Occasionally 2 syllables, 3 syllable words. So this is very rudimentary. I think you guys could be elevated to read more. So what I do, there's many free ones on the internet. Welcome, Jirapon. There's many free ones on the internet, of which I'll show you 2 here. Again, YouTube is a wonderful tool. So let me just bring that up. YouTube, there we go. All of these, right? You can just type in English or in Thai, and that will bring it up as well. Whatever is best learning for you. So if you feel you need the explanation from a Thai background perspective, maybe you should use the search bar in Thai, because it would give you Thai English teachers that would tie it in. No pun intended, tie it in. However, I'm also big on immersion language. For me, I need to, hello, Sasi, we won Samut-san. Sorry if I'm butchering all your names, sorry. But I'm a big fan, or I enjoy immersion, where I need to be around. I speak some French, I speak some Spanish, I speak some Italian, and my current language, because I was in China, 我在中国就是12年，我是一个古老师在中国，东中国是北中。So I learned it because I was around it every day. So I like to type in with that language, right? Even though I don't type in, hello, everybody. Yeah, sorry, I have to admit everybody here. Let me, okay. There we go. Sorry, everybody. Sorry. So I like to study within that field. So like, I just want to be bombarded with reading, writing, listening, right? However, if you do better with learning, if you do better with a Thai explanation, then type in the search bar in Thai. However, if you want also the immersion technique that I am fans of, right, is to be bombarded by it, then use English, because you will get English instructors, native English instructors teaching English, if that makes sense, right? So, right, increase, or you can just say reading English practice, right? This is fine. Okay, so this is another very rudimentary one, but this is good. So improve your reading. If you don't feel you're a great English reader yet, then go to this one, something like this. Okay, let me turn up the volume here. And again, right, subscribe to this.
Listen and practice.
Hold on, let me log in. There we go. Okay, I'm logged in. So just subscribe, right? Down below, you can see that, okay? No, block, I don't want that.
Listen and practice.
Exactly that, right? So listen and practice. And this is a native
If we would like to improve our English, one thing we can do is to build up our vocabulary.
Right? So you just repeat it. You've heard this. This is a native speaker. This is free. This is what many years ago people, right, would pay for us, right? For more so for us to come, but this is free at your fingertips. So you can do this if you wake up, if you're a morning thinker like I am, right? Or if you're a night owl, as we say, that you like the evening. This is a wonderful tool, right? That you can, hold on.
In order to do this, we have to practice a lot.
Right, and you just repeat it. In order to do this, right, we have to practice a lot. She has a rather a British tone to her, right? And that's wonderful.
There are many effective ways.
There are many effective ways.
First of all, we should read a lot.
Right, and then again, the wonder about technology, right, today is you can always just go back and repeat it. Okay, so this is one. This is my new account for Walailak. I'll show you this later. So I subscribe. So this is English. Let me click on this. So this is English practice every day. Look how many they have. So this is wonderful. So I would subscribe, welcome everybody, and then I would go back, right? There's so many. Let me go back again. Let me just do one more. This is another good one. There's just loads. So this is another one, right? English Language Academy. Let me subscribe to this. This is Arabic or Arabic. Let me see. Okay, 2 more in the room. Okay, welcome everybody.
Pamela is a doctor. She's Canadian, but now she lives in a small town near Nairobi, Kenya, in East Africa.
Right, and you just repeat it. This is more of an American, so they have both the American and British accents, right? So Pamela is a doctor. She's Canadian. You hear it, you can process it, and then you repeat it. So that is wonderful. All right, so going back to that, this book, let me see. Where am I? Bum, bum, bum. Yes. So this book allows for us to do this. So I like using this book because of that. Okay. And it has discussion questions, right? That's fine. You can use these in writing. You could have team exercises to speak these. That is wonderful. Now, this is where it gets a little iffy, a little sticky. Is that, so this, I believe, is just for the Thai community that uses line, right? I'm sure those of you who've traveled abroad, even if you go over to Vietnam or you go over to Cambodia, everyone uses their own, for whatever reasons or rationale, uses their own instant messaging system, right? So this for line, right? If you can see me here, right, is to capture this. However, let's look at, first off, the technological problem. Sometimes it doesn't capture line for whatever reason. I'm not sure, does Messenger have that ability? I'm not sure even Messenger has that feature. It's another wave of technology. However, the question then becomes why? So if this is in digital format, why are we distracting the students away from the intention that we have them to pull in, to use another technological device? So I'm asking that to, let's see. Who are the writers of this one? This one isn't actually that bad. And actually they do use quotes here. The designers of this book, why would we pull the reader's attention away by using another digital device? Okay, so that's one issue, but this book is pretty good. Again, with the video, these are rather rudimentary, right? A, B, and C. You could do these on your own. You don't need an instructor. That's pretty much a waste of time, I would say, by the instructor. And then, of course, pronunciation. I think everyone, this is very good. I'm happy to be teaching in Thailand. I think your pronunciation is culturally and societally, your English pronunciation is very good. I know Vietnamese people have some sound that is not kosher or not native, so that there's a corrective pronunciation with that. And then China does a lot of the rolling L's and R's, like haro instead of hello. They substitute that. I don't notice that with Thai. The only thing would maybe, right, that's throughout all of Asian language, would be the pronouns. But why we're teaching pronouns anyway, right, in our world, our current society. However, the S's, right, to make sure you pluralize things. So like 1 egg, 2, 3, 4 eggs, right, with an S. 1 apple, 2, 3, 4 apples. Other than that, right, I really don't. Maybe the pitch, the tone is high to where you might want to temper your tone, but again, that just comes with practice. So again, yeah, not this book. I don't mind. I think it's all right. I'm not saying it's great, but it's a good backbone for us then to piggyback. We educators, we anjan, we teachers to piggyback off of, and then provide you other practical things to do throughout the course, and if we elect to give you homework, right? But again, with these QR codes, I don't know why they're there. Yeah, so this is yeah, pretty much every chapter is the same. It's just a different tale, a different story, acted out loud. This is kind of kindergarten-esque for kindergarten age, but yeah, this one's not bad. But now let me go into 121. Okay, so this book, my goodness. All right, hold on. Or 124. Actually, 121. Right, I've confused these. I would say 121 should be 124 and vice versa. That is the issue. Okay, I think you should be working, or the higher elevated students should be working with this to fine tune your hearing and listening. When definitely we should just scrap this 124, which is your book, unfortunately. All right, so let me just increase this, bring this back down again. Okay. Well, where to begin? Okay, so this is English conversational skills. There's nothing conversing or conversational about it. So I'm not sure, compiled and edited. Again, I'm not sure who, oh, Juniper Buchol, I don't know who, I don't, maybe I've met these people. I don't know if they exist at this point. There's been a lot of mistruths and here thus far. I don't know who these people are. I don't know their background. If I met them, my apologies, but this is just not right. So this is created by Walailak, right? This Solgen, right? There you go. Go figure. All right. So number one, about me, right? So they jump into past simple tense. Okay. So I guess hopefully their logic would be you're talking about the past and we're moving towards the future, right? You would think so, but no. No, right? They don't, well, they have it in unit 3, right? So I don't know. Let's just, yeah, I guess they go from past to present to future. Okay. You would think this would be your freshman level, right? Or this would have been accomplished in high school, that you would have some sense of this, right? Okay, let's go into number 1 here, and then that blank page. I'm not sure what that was about. So you know what? At the end of this unit, students will be able to speak and share a personal narrative about child using phrasal verbs. Okay, improve their speaking skill by using simple past tense through a pair presentation. Okay, practice. I'm reading this because there's loads of grammatical issues with this book too, which you definitely, if it's a math book, you don't want to be providing wrong answers. And if it's a language book, you don't want to have grammatical errors. Then what's the point? And then the typeface, I'm not sure if that's, but in today's day and age, I know we can all read different types. I understand that. That's okay. So improve their listening skills by listening to their friends. Oh, stories. Okay. So warm up, can you identify what memorable moments in the photos above are all about? So again, I'm not sure if any of these individuals are were born in a native English speaking nation, right? If we want to say South Africa, Canada, Australia, the US, Ireland, because you would not identify what memorable moments it infers that you've shared these or that you've been a part of these. So this is not right. A better way would say, can you say what is happening here? Right. More matter-of-factly. So this is yeah, not good. Okay. And then number 2, do you recall some memorable highlights in your life? That's okay. That's all right. Again, and then this is rather rudimentary and elementary, that you can do this on your own, right? You should be able at this point, if you want to increase your English language skill and your vocabulary, you should want to, right, look up these words and know the definitions and look these up in a thesaurus, which I believe I've shared with you previously, right? Let me take a timeout again because we've got time. So, right, so let's look at adventure. Okay. So you just go to, right, the great thing called the internet again, And you should have this on your trusty phone. You should have an English dictionary that you are taking English at a collegiate level. So let's get off me so we can focus here. So you can just pop into dictionary, right, .com. This is I prefer this one. There are many. Cambridge Dictionary is more of a British. Merriam-Webster is the classic American one. There's not much difference. There's all definitions, but there's nuances, right, with every culture in every country. So you would just type in, right, adventure in your phone or in the dictionary. So it comes with the definition. It also comes with how you hear it. And I've heard doing practicums with you good students in my live classes, I've heard you use it, right? How do you pronounce it? That's wonderful. That's great, right?
Adventure.
Adventure. Okay, so that's a noun. It's a noun. It can be used as a verb, right? So it has a definition here. But why I like using dictionary.com, it has that feature. You can also upload this on your phone as an application, is the thesaurus, right? So you type in adventure again. And this will give you, let me see, did I type this in correctly? Adventure. Okay, there we have it. So again, it gives you the pronunciation, and it also gives you similar words, which are called synonyms. The opposite of a word. If you said black, I said white. I'm giving you the antonym, right? So let's use this in a chat, right? A synonym are similar words in English. Okay, and antonyms are the opposite words, right? So a thesaurus is designed to give you similar words. So an adventure can also be an experience. It can be an exploit. So to see me here, right, to use a visual, the red ones, the red words are very similar, right? Are the most common ones used to replace. Oh, we're running out of time, but that's all right. We'll log back in, all right? Log back in here, everybody. The same password coming up, right? So the red ones are very similar, and the orange then are less similar, and then the yellow are a little bit similar to replace adventure. But you learn, right? You learn contingency, endangerment, happening, right? These are similar to adventure. Okay, dropping this down. This I'll just use this first portion to talk about. I'm just reviewing these books because I've been wanting to get this off my chest, so to speak. But it seems like it's wasted energy with Solgen. They just don't listen. They're more worried about filling classes just with teachers. They're not really caring about the education, which is disheartening. Especially, right? We would like you to be conversational, right? At the end of the year, I think you would like to carry on, right? An English conversation at the end of the year. So with this book, I don't, and just abiding by the books, I'm not sure that would happen. Okay, so moving on. 5 stories from your childhood to share with your friends. Okay, sharing your childhood helps you, right? Again, does this make sense to anybody? Does this make sense to you? Yes, let's see. Raise your hand. Okay, hello? Yes, hello, someone raise your hand?
Teacher, we already learned Unit 1.
No, I know this. I'm doing a review of, I'm doing a review of the book. Do you understand this? Do you understand what was happening on this page? On page 4? Okay. So this is just rhetorical. Yeah. So I don't understand, right? And I'm a native speaker, that I don't understand what's the directions or instructions here. Okay. So moving on, right, with 2 here. Welcome to my blog. Yeah, I mean, there's so many. Why would we have a blog for an academic English class. I realize times are changing and we want, right, to adapt. But again, that goes against the theory of you want to really heighten your academic English level and then drop down to possibly chatting or blogging, as we would say, on the internet. And share your comments. Not a problem. Yeah, again, I would not include this in an academic platform. Do you have any comments? Complete each sentence. And then, so I don't know if you have the tangible books, but this is an issue too. So they made it, why would you make it in a written form if you're not supplying the students with a tangible book to write in it? So there's this massive amounts of confusion with this text. I could go on with every chapter, and then not only that, okay, for instance, 7. Why is this not capitalized? So there's a question mark. Why is friendly not capitalized? So it breeds poor grammar, English grammar, this book. And then these are just cut and pasted from the internet, right? Okay, everybody, yes, coming up. So this was basically just my critique. I don't know, it's basically, it falls on deaf ears, what we'd say, sending this to Solgen, but I guess I'll post this on the internet. The 121 book is better than this text, which it should be, if anything, it should be reversed. You should have a more compelling or more engaging book at your level, at your advanced level, more so than the first book. Okay, so everyone, let's, okay, everybody, I'm gonna stop sharing here. Okay, everybody, can you please log back in, right? Because I'm using mine and I haven't paid for the premium package on Zoom. But we'll use that first part. That was just for me to get off my chest the not great works that we provided you. So all right, so I'm gonna log off. Everybody just log back in, right? So I'll be back in, and then we'll do more academic writing, and then hopefully next week we can do some maybe more speaking practicums or practices. Okay. So yes, so everyone just log back in. All right. Thank you. Kap on kap. Thank you guys.